Welcome to the Gym Show with your host, Jim. It's been kind of a rough day today. I watched the Kyle Cease interview with Lewis Holmes last night, and it was amazing. Just absolutely mind-blowing material. Within the first 2 minutes, I was sitting there, I had to pause it and just go, what? What did I just hear? That was ridiculous. And so the first thing that he talks about is the difference between victim caterpillars, achiever caterpillars, and what is trying to emerge from me caterpillars. And this difference is seen whenever these caterpillars encounter an obstacle. So the victim caterpillar hits the obstacle, right, and turns around and goes back. The achiever caterpillar hits the obstacle, goes over the obstacle, and keeps going. The what is trying to emerge from me caterpillar stops, waits, right? Whatever time they need to, goes into their cocoon, turns into a butterfly, and the obstacle is irrelevant at that point, right? And his point is that whenever an obstacle or contrast comes into our life, what we need to ask ourselves is, what is trying to emerge from me right now? That's why the obstacle's there. Because some part of your true, authentic self is trying to emerge, trying to escape from that cocoon. And I was dumbfounded by that revelation. It's just totally amazing to me. And so, perhaps the obstacle that I'm having right now is my job, right? Or the abundance, the finances part of that, right? There's a combination there there's a financial issue, and if I just change, right, and do what I'm supposed to be doing, if I emerge into who I'm supposed to be, then that issue just disappears. It's irrelevant. And if I'm the achiever caterpillar, I'm going to keep working, keep playing the game, right? Keep doing the job, keep doing what I know how to do. That's what the achiever caterpillar does. Keeps working within the system and what it knows. And another thing that he talked about was, it's basically the same idea as energy management that I've been talking about before, whether something depletes you or energizes you, and that's how you should choose to do things or not. But he phrased it a little bit differently. He said, the things that feel heavy to you, right, in the moment, not necessarily how do you feel after them, or are you depleted, but in the moment, or even when you think about them, if they feel heavy, if they weigh you down, then stop. Those are the things you don't need to be doing. And the things that make you feel light, right, those are the things you need to keep doing more and more of. Same idea, kind of it's more in the now, rather than looking back at the past. Yeah. So it's this. How does this make me feel right now, right in the now, when I think about it? And use that heaviness. Don't do it. If it makes you feel light and airy, like a butterfly, right? But that's what you need to be doing. And he kept saying throughout this interview, just interesting synchronicity, that, do you need to leave that job? Do you need to leave that job over and over again? And I'm like, all right, Kyle, I get it. I got it already. and one of the main points about that is that leaving the job is it's like standing at the edge of a plane when you're about to skydive, right? And all the fear that exists in you is when you're standing there at the edge, when you're totally safe. That's when the fear exists, because it's a story, it's a thing that you created yourself. You created the fear. That's the only reason it exists. And you feel the fear before you leap. Once you leap, and you're actually in real danger, you're plummeting towards the earth, you feel amazing. Amazing. And this is the same thing with leaving the job. Or the other thing that people struggle with a lot is leaving the relationship that they shouldn't be in. I think those are the two big ones for a lot of people. Is the relationship that you shouldn't be in anymore, and the job that you need to leave, right? You need to leave in both cases, and those are the really hard ones that I think we struggle with a lot. And there's a lot of fear, about maybe loss of income or loss of love, right? And the second that we leap, just the lightness is there, right? We've transcended that previous place where we were, and it's nothing but a wonderful rush of adrenaline and lightness and living in the moment and doing what we're supposed to be doing, like freedom. So that's kind of where I am. I recognized this yesterday, that this is what needs to happen. Last night, while listening to the interview, totally clear. Today, I'm in the heaviness, right? And some of the concerns are there. Like, oh, what am I gonna, how does the money part of this work out? And yet I know that it will, because the reason the abundance isn't here is because the job is blocking it, right? My space, my time, my resources are taken up by what I'm currently doing. And when I make that space, when it is there, then the other things arrive, right? The ideas will arrive from my mind. It all will just become so visible, and I'll be able to just do all the things that I'm supposed to be doing, which is making videos like this, writing in the blog, coaching people. These are the things I'm supposed to be doing, and that will only expand when I release this heavy weight that I deal with now on a regular basis. This heaviness, this thing that I need to transcend and let go. So recognizing that, and obviously doing it, like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and doing it, are hard. There's a difference there. There's a big difference. One's a lot harder than the other. But I think that the recognition is important, and I feel really good about that. So that's what I'm struggling with. Yeah, it's gotta happen. So so we'll see. I'll see you next time. Bye.